This is Austin from Raw Bliss, and I'm going to show you guys how to open a coconut. Look at that. Look, I'm so skinny. Please don't worry, I'm eating a lot of food these days. I've got access to avocados and coconut meat now and eating them in abundance.
Hello friends, as some of you know, I've had my experience with veganism, or better still, plant-based eating, where you eat nothing but plants, several years ago, to the point where I was a plant eater for 3 years. Originally I turned to veganism as a way to boost my health. Back then I was so brainwashed into thinking that vegetables, fruits, nuts and seeds is all we need to be healthy, fit and strong. I surrounded myself with vegan propaganda in a form of watching daily YouTube videos from Durian Rider, Really the Banana Beach, and many other so-called health-based channels that promote veganism. Heck, I even met Durian Rider in person at the Fruit Festival in Chiang Mai, Thailand back in 2014. I used to think that all world problems can be solved if everyone started eating plants and nothing but. Also maybe some grass. Well, joking, the second part. I completely alienated my family, who could no longer cook for my liking. Anything my mom and dad cooked was animal flesh, and I could no longer eat it. My friends stopped wanting to hang out with me because all I wanted to talk about was how beneficial the veg and fruit diet was. Seriously. You see, I thought I was a health expert after binge watching Dr. Michael Greger, the healthy and wholesome Dr. Michael Greger. That's a joke by the way, where he labeled eating eggs as bad as smoking a packet of cigarettes and watching reruns of Forks Over Knives. I knew and felt that I was a complete health expert when it comes to nutrition. I downloaded tons and tons of Neil Barnard lectures where he quite effectively told everyone to ditch dairy cheese for vegan cheese and how it's so much healthier to eat seitan, which is pure gluten, instead of a real chicken breast. I did not know it back then, but I was now a part of a global vegan cult where veganism was a religion and the motto was, quote, "If you aren't with us, you are against us."
Either you are with us or you are with the terrorists.
I tried my best to recruit as many people into veganism as possible, but the funny thing is, according to the hardcore vegans, I wasn't even a vegan because I had not one but 2 leather jackets. My shoes were made out of leather. I drove my car with leather seats on public roads which had animal fat in it. And countless other products and services I used on a daily basis were not vegan. So you see, it's practically impossible to follow a vegan lifestyle unless you're a deer or a chicken. Oh, but wait. I even got my then girlfriend at the time to make vegan Russian and Ukrainian food, which is a complete abomination because Russian food such as borscht, dumplings and many different salads were delicious due to great tasting animal products such as seafood, beef, eggs and dairy. Mind you, my girlfriend and her family had enough of my vegan propaganda, so we broke up not long after. Eventually, after 3 years of eating nothing but vegetables, fruits, nuts and seeds and occasional vegan junk food such as soy cheese and vegan soy meats, I started developing some serious health issues. My weight dropped by almost 10 kilograms, and I was already lean back then even before I started the vegan nightmare. But now I look frail and gaunt. By now, well and truly, I had mental issues and an ongoing depression. Little everyday things such as sad music and when things didn't go according to me would set me off in fits of rage and depression. After the breakup with my then girlfriend, I seriously started contemplating quitting veganism and going back to eating meat, eggs and other animal products. My family was excited with the news that I dumped the vegan way of eating. After I resumed eating chicken, eggs, lamb, seafood, I've always loved seafood actually, and beef, I started gaining muscle mass. My overall mood drastically improved. I became happy again. My mental clarity improved and I was genuinely happy for the first time in the last 3 years. Suffice to say that damage has been done to my body by eating like a vegan, but I'm confident I can overcome this as long as I stick to a natural diet of animal products, just like our ancestors have been following for thousands of years. Veganism has only been around for 50 or 60 years because no other tribe of civilization thrived on plants, seeds and nuts. It's just ridiculous. We always hunted, had domesticated animals for farming, and hunted the ocean for seafood and fish. You see, my friends, humans need animal products to sustain mental and physical health for life. We are not designed to digest plant fiber, and thriving on a plant-based diet is short of impossible. You will need to be taking a host of artificial vitamins and always monitoring your blood levels for zinc, which vegan diet completely destroyed. I essentially took the test and the doctor said I had literally no zinc in my blood, and that's very important for maintaining skin health, immune health, and also being a man, having balls, having sperm, and getting women pregnant. I could not even probably do that back then. Iron, vitamin B12, and many other crucial vitamins that we can only get from animal foods. I first discovered veganism back in 2012, and since then I saw many long-term popular vegans quit the cult of veganism as they became sick and malnourished. They became anemic, gaunt, and looking like concentration camp prisoners. As soon as they jumped back on to eating animal products, their health and vitality literally improved within several days. The way they get you to accept veganism is they tell you that veganism is the best diet for health. It simply is not true. We need cholesterol to make hormones, saturated fat, animal-derived vitamins such as A, B6, B12, D, F and K2, and amino acids, creatine, carnitine, carnosine, and taurine, heme iron, coenzyme Q10, and CLA. This is why vegans feel and look like absolute shit on a plant-based diet. They're malnourished, very skinny, and their body is cannibalizing itself. And they also make you feel guilty. Vegans love to point out that 100% of all meat, eggs, and dairy come from abused animals, which are raised in factory farming, and that is not true. I tell everyone to avoid factory farming. Don't buy caged eggs. Go for organic, free-range eggs. There's so many small markets where you can actually go and buy directly from farmers, where you can actually visit their farm and see how they raise their animals. The only form of veganism that is acceptable is during religious fasting, where people abstain from eating meat for a short period of time, but then go back to eating their traditional diet, which is rich in animal products. But don't take it from me, I'm only one of the hundreds of thousands of people who have successfully quit the cult of veganism and went back to eating a natural animal-based diet that we have thrived as humans for thousands of years. People today are getting sick and fat from eating too many carbs, sugar, rancid seed oils, food additives, farm chemicals, etc., while at the same time not getting enough quality pasture-raised animal foods, raw dairy, eggs, organ meats, bone broth, and other important animal products. Here's what others have said about the vegan cult diet.
Stuff recently. Basically what's happened, my guts are absolutely destroyed in every single way. I've had an eating disorder now for 22 years, and without question that's what's done it to my stomach. But my stomach digestion is just not digesting plant foods at all. And I'm nutrient deficient in quite a lot of things. I'm getting constant migraines. I've got an intense pain in my left side, right below my ribs, just near my kidneys at my...
No offense, friends, but Tommy here looks like a heroin addict. I can't put it any other way.
On my back. I'm constant bloating, constant migraines, brain fog, can't think straight. Just feel absolutely terrible in every single way. I've lost 4 kilos in the last month as well, which doesn't help when I was gaining so much weight and recovering. And my eating disorder recovery team are recommending that I go back to eating animal products, and so is the other doctors as well, who's obviously supporting them. They obviously want me to fully recover and do that before I do anything else, which is the last thing I want to do, guys.
And this is what Tommy looks like after he switched back to animal products. It's a complete miracle change, literally.
I'm actually, my digestion and things are not on perfect point. They're not optimal, I would say, but they're far, far better. My brain fog is reversed, my memory loss is reversed, I've got no migraines, I'm actually putting on weight, I've got no mouth ulcers. Like I say, everything's actually improved massively. I'm at the gym, I'm actually constantly progressing week on week. I'm getting stronger, I'm getting fitter. I'm feeling the best I've felt in years, guys, and that's absolute truth. Like I say, what I was actually doing, I was taking everything that you actually need to take as a vegan. I was actually taking probiotics, I was taking the vegan omegas as well, and I was actually supplementing with B12. So I done everything like they actually say, but still things were just declining for me massively. It's basic, but compassion actually starts with yourself as well, guys. Like I say, the big shift actually came when I realised that I had to do it to actually be able to look after my wife and my animals as well, guys, because they depend on me. And for me not to look after myself, how am I supposed to look after anybody else? My health declined massively, physically and mentally. I was constantly depressed, anxious, taking it out on my wife. That's all reversed. I feel the best I've ever been. Things like that. Well, I'm doing the very same, in fact, the exact same amount of exercise that I was doing before, eating the same amount of calories, and look at me now. I've improved massively.
This is Jeff Morgan in the Guilt-Free Kitchen, and why do I call this the Guilt-Free Kitchen? Because I make food here that benefits the body. I have come to understand that not everybody can just go vegan. I get regular headaches, I have some skin issues here. I'll probably show some pictures of what my skin has been doing lately. It's been horrible. I've been inflamed, leaky gut, I don't know.
I'm just detoxing a lot right now still after 1 month. I'm kind of sick of my hair falling out and having acne all the time. You know, it's gonna be worth it in the end.
This is Austin from Raw Bliss, and I'm gonna show you guys how to open a coconut. Look at that. Look, I'm so skinny. Please don't worry, I'm eating a lot of food these days. I've got access to avocados and coconut meat now and eating them in abundance.
I struggle with wanting to show people that you can be healthy on a vegan diet, which I think I do show properly with my children and my husband. Really, really bad bloating. My stomach will become distended and it will be really, really hurt, and it will be hurting for hours. And when I mean my stomach is hurting, I don't mean like a stomach ache. I mean the sort of hurting where you get stabbing pain. I take my zinc because I am deficient in zinc. I take B complex and B12 and B6 and folate and things like that, which are all in this vitamin, because I am deficient in all those vitamins. And I am also anemic, and I also get B12 injections. I've done so many tests in the last year just trying to figure out what exactly is the problem.
Basically fell out of bed, my left leg wasn't working, and nor was my left arm. Turns out to be a stroke, not just one, but I've had 2 strokes. It's pretty hard to take in when you're a 37-year-old vegan who exercises a lot, super clean blood, low cholesterol, I mean like really low cholesterol. I thought I was fucking bomb-proof, I really did, you know, healthy diet.
Breakfast, I got a big bowl of muesli.
Vegans are typically underweight, low bone and tissue density, and are usually in a very unhealthy state of mind and body. A body chemistry imbalance causes bad moods and depression. Animals eat other animals alive. A lion cares not for the screaming of its prey. Its prey could have preyed upon other creatures too. Plants also eat creatures and meat, from something like the Venus flytrap to similar larger plants, and even to rotting insect and animal parts that end up in the soil to give plants their needed building blocks to grow and thrive. People have often had to eat the meat of other humans too to survive, such as in a remote plane crash or during war and famine, where one or more people passed away and the remaining survivors had little choice if they wanted to keep living. As for vegetables and plants, many of them are toxic and can take your life. Many humans are allergic to vegetables, fruits, nuts and seeds and other plants. Many consumable plant matter has been doused with chemicals, even your expensive organic veggies. Many of these plants have been radically altered by man's tampering, not just GMO. and are causing major health issues, such as the wheat that was tampered with, hybridized actually in the 60s, of which many have suffered greatly as a result of this tampering. Furthermore, many of today's plants and veggies barely have any nutrients in them at all, due to the land not having enough nutrients in the topsoil. I personally can no longer eat just fruits and vegetables. I have half the energy that I should have, because plant diets do not agree with me. As such, I am extremely sensitive to little changes. I am highly aware of myself and my reactions. One thing I can easily say is that a single medium rare steak or half a chicken will give me 100 the times of energy that any other meat, veggie or mixture will give me. And I could eat a single steak or half a chicken and feel completely satisfied for the entire day and night, without anything else. Nothing else even comes close to that. And there are good reasons for it. The truth is that if everyone ate vegetables, then this world would be a barren wasteland in a very short time frame. Most vegans probably are eating 20 times the volume of material in a single day that I would consume, just to try to cure their hunger pains, and they still will be lacking in the needed nutrients. I love veggies and fruits, but the cost of them versus the amount of nutrients and benefits I get from them is so negligible as to make me skip them frequently these days. I no longer buy massive bags of salads at the supermarket. I'd rather buy a steak or some fish fillet and fry them up and get a lot more enjoyment and a lot more nutrients out of them. I could not stand to eat hay nor grass all day long to get the kind of mass a cow needs. You can eat that cow's flesh and get a lot of great tasting energy and nutrients from it. Similarly, I could eat a bunch of flowers, but the taste would be horrendous. Or I could just eat honey that the bees have created from the flowers instead. I think most of you would agree with that choice. The thing that gets me are the radicals. They want to push meat off the table. In fact, they want to push all the animal products off the table. And or to feed the world franken meat and fake egg and fake dairy products, which is likely to cause major health issues around the world. Our world is bad enough as it is, and my life is hard enough to deal with. I do not need any more radical vegans trying to take away one of the very few things I can safely eat, and actually have just enough energy to power through this life on a daily basis.
Drop the bass, Kitty.
If you want to protect your online privacy and help my channel out at the same time, visit drivenanddesire.com/NordVPN.
It's restorative, causing a heightened energy. It's excellent for diet because it suppresses hunger. It helps your digestive tract. It's anti-diuretic. It acts against fatigue, and most importantly, it acts against altitude sickness.